You have heart, a calling, a sense of something greater than yourself. You're driven by purpose, by meaning, by impact. And yet, in your ordinary day-to-day life, it feels like there's a glass ceiling pressing down on you. Or maybe it's like a brick wall right in front of your face that you cannot, for the life of you, break through. Now here's the part nobody really likes to hear. The bad news is, you put it there. Hey everyone, welcome back to Your Right Life Coach, the podcast for heart-led authors who are ready for motivation and momentum. This is Alice, the original Right Life Coach, and I'm so glad you're here. Before we go one more step today, I want to be clear with you about something, about what the show is and what it isn't. I'm not here to teach you how to write. I know, what's a podcast about writing if it's not for writing? But stick with me here. I'm not here to teach you how to market your books either. There are plenty of brilliant experts out there who do exactly that, and they do it well. You can learn a lot from them. I'm also not here to dole out strategies and hacks. There are a dime a dozen all over the internet. What I do want to do, what I'm actually here for, is to help you see your potential, to call you up to your highest self-expression and who you're really, truly meant to be. Because that's what I want for myself, too. We're really in this together. So today, I want to talk about the thing that quietly stands between so many heart-led authors and the work they were made to do. And I'll warn you, it's probably not where you think it is. I'll start with what I've seen for a very long time. Over the years, I've met just about every kind of person you can meet in the world of book publishing. Aspiring writers with outstanding skill and ideas that could change the world. Internationally famous people who, bless their hearts, can't write to save their lives. And just about everyone in between. I've spoken with so many writers who aren't even sure who they're writing for or why they feel so compelled to write in the first place. They've got a dream they can't quite put into words, but they know somewhere deep down that it has to do with delivering a message or a story that can change lives. Maybe that's you. So here's the thing. No matter which of these people you see yourself in, I've noticed one common thread running through every single one of them. You have heart, a calling, a sense of something greater than yourself. You're driven by purpose, by meaning, by impact. And yet, in your ordinary day-to-day life, it feels like there's a glass ceiling pressing down on you. Or maybe it's like a brick wall right in front of your face that you cannot, for the life of you, break through. Now here's the part nobody really likes to hear. The bad news is, you put it there. I don't mean to step on your toes, but that ceiling is yours. You actually built that wall. And over time, it became a blind spot. Something so close to you that you can't see it at all. But guess what? Here's the good news, and it's really good. The moment a blind spot gets revealed for what it actually is, it can disappear, just like that, leaving a wide open space for you to step into, a space of possibilities you haven't even dared to dream of. I know this because I lived it. Years ago, there was one goal I wanted to achieve more than almost anything. I wanted to be an editor, not just any editor, a really good one. I wanted that dream job. I could feel in my bones that I was made for it. I just knew I could do that kind of work if I was given the chance to learn how. So I tried all the things. And yes, I learned how to edit, but not from a book, not from a college class. I learned by watching and doing what the industry calls shadow editing. I studied the best editors in the industry, the ones who made it look effortless, and I tried to absorb everything they did. I even had a mentor take me under her wing, an editor who was known as the best in the industry. But here's what I found out the hard way. Even that didn't make me a great editor. Even with all the support and training, I doubted myself. That's what was in my way. Sure, I developed some skills, but underneath it all, I felt inadequate. So for a few years, I did what a lot of us do when we're afraid we're not enough. I ran the fake-it-till-you-make-it plan. And as I've told you before, that plan almost got me fired. But almost being fired turned out to be one of the best things that ever happened to me. And I really mean that. Why? Because it forced me to do the one thing I had been avoiding. It made me stop, look in the mirror, and look inside myself. And that was the catalyst. That's the moment that moved me toward life coaching. And coaching did something I didn't see coming. It revealed my blind spots, the walls I'd built without even realizing it, the glass ceiling I had constructed to keep myself small. And once I could see them, they started to dissolve. As my blind spots disappeared, my life opened up. I became a better editor, a better mom, a better friend, a better team player, and even more than that, it helped me tap into my own potential and finally start living out my calling. It got me unstuck. It set me free to fly, which brings me to what I want to share with you today. Here's what I've noticed in the authors I work with again and again. The wall they're fighting almost never lives where they think it does. They think the problem is the writing, or the marketing, or the platform, or the industry that just locks them out. So they strive harder, they hustle, they try all the strategies they hear about at writers' conferences. Then they white-knuckle their way through, exhausted, wondering why it feels like pushing a boulder uphill. But the real wall, the blind spot, is usually something underneath all of that. And believe me, you cannot strategize your way out of a blind spot you can't see. There are no hacks to fix it, no marketing funnel to wipe it out. It's also not something outside of you that you have no say over. That should sound like good news. So I don't want to teach you writing or book marketing or platform building. I want to help you discover your blind spots and bring out the best in you so that all those other things come with a whole lot less effort. No more striving, no more imposter syndrome, just you, aligned, doing the work you were made for. So this week, I want to offer you 3 things, not a method, not 3 steps to mastery, just 3 honest invitations, things I'd say to you if you were sitting across the table from me right now. The first one, name your heart's desire. If time and money were no object, and you knew beyond any doubt that you could not fail, what would you want for yourself and your life? Don't edit that answer. Don't second guess it or make it reasonable. Just name it. Let it be as audacious as you want. You'd be amazed at how many of us have never once said the true thing out loud. Now, you don't have to shout it out into the internet or off the rooftops. Just let it arise in your own heart. Let it be real for you. And the second thing, step into it. Once you've named it, I want you to ask yourself, who do I get to become when that dream is fulfilled? Picture her. Picture him. Imagine you're already that person, and then ask, what's one thing that person would do this week that I've been postponing? And then go do that one thing. Not the whole dream, just the one thing. And be sure to give yourself a high five afterward. The third thing, and this is the big one, I call it faith it till you make it. Not fake it, faith it. Here's what I mean. Start believing your dream is meant for you and stop speaking against your own dream. Stop saying things like, I don't know how and I can't and it's too hard and I have to figure it all out first. Stop listening to that little voice in your head whispering, who am I to do that? Because, my friend, your words have creative power for good or for bad. And when we speak against our dreams, what we're really doing is sabotaging God's plan for our life. We're getting in His way of helping us fulfill the vision. So instead, stand in agreement with your dream, speak life into your future, call it done. Call it done the way Abraham did. And I want to be really clear about what that means because it's easy to misunderstand. Abraham didn't pretend something was true when it wasn't. That's not faith. That's just denial with better branding. No, Abraham trusted the character of God so completely that he treated God's promise as more certain than his present circumstances. He chose to believe the promise over what his own eyes could see, and that's a pattern that runs all the way through Scripture. Faith isn't denying reality. Faith is trusting that the promise is greater than the limits of your present reality. So when I say faith it till you make it, that's what I mean. Not fake confidence, real trust. You stop performing a version of yourself you don't believe in, the way I did when I was white-knuckling that editor job, and you start standing in agreement with who you're becoming. Because the authors I've watched publish with the most impact, they were never the ones who hustled the hardest. They were the ones who got aligned with their calling, their voice, their truth, and alignment creates unstoppable momentum, which leads to unimaginable fulfillment. So here's your invitation for this week. You can pick one or do all three. First, name your heart's desire, or do the one thing your future self would do. Or catch yourself the next time you start speaking against your dream and gently turn it around. That's it. You don't have to do all three, but watch what even one intentional action starts to crack open in your life. And if you're longing for a community where authenticity is actually the strategy, not just a pretty word on a website, that's exactly what the Inkwell Collective is. It's a home for heart-led authors who want to do this alongside other brave, purpose-driven writers. The door is open and there's a seat for you. Come find us through the link in the show notes. And if you want to go even deeper, I'd love for you to come find me at alicekreider.com. That's where I offer private coaching, the kind of work that goes straight to the heart of this. We find what's actually holding you back, and we bring out the dynamic author you're meant to be. In your writing, on your platform, in the way you talk about your work. You can find the link to my website in the show notes. If this episode resonated with you, please hit subscribe wherever you're listening. New episodes are on the way, and I want to make sure you get to hear every single one. And while you're at it, would you share it with a writer friend who needs to hear it? Think of someone who's been pouring their heart out into their writing and wondering why they feel stuck. Send it their way. And if you have a minute, leaving a review helps more heart-led authors find their way here. I'm genuinely grateful for every single one. And above all, keep writing, because you've got a story worth telling and a message to deliver. I believe that about you completely. I'll see you in the next episode.